And the typical opening of me adjusting my camera like a moron. So I wasn't smart enough to do it in the first place. I forget how this thing works. That might work. I guess that'll work. Oh, Lord. I guess we can do a little silver. Three people immediately. Any thumbs up? Edward, hey, how you doing? Mr. Irish Josh, good to see you. How you like the title of the stream, huh? That's exactly. How you been, old so? Well, one thing on this topic subject, and I'll only say it once. My lemonade. I am a huge addicted, actually, completely off topic, to lemonade. I love lemonade. I absolutely love citrus, period. I am a, what do they call a citrus junkie, I guess. The acid. I mean, I could lick the crap out of those cleaners that are made out of the citrus stuff because I love the acid, that acid taste. Whatever they're made of is great. Austin, how you doing? Damn you thumbs. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. Yeah, I don't buy that because Ryan, because I will drink the entire case by myself within like 30 minutes. I'll just plow through it. I used to get 1 gallon containers of lemonade when I left work. I have to get 2 of them because I drink one in the span of 10 minutes by the time I got home. Oh, yeah. What's the name of that stupid citric acid? That's it. I love citric acid. But I saw Endgame today, and that's all I'm going to say. Because I know there's people in this world that haven't seen it yet, and I thought Wednesday would be a good day to go see it. Turned out to be good because some jackass on my Facebook decided to not only post a spoiler, but link to another spoiler. So it popped up a bunch of crap, which was wonderful. And I got lucky that I saw it, and they're no longer popping up on my feed anymore because they're gone. The damn knock six pack before. Yeah, it hits harder than you think. People used to be like, "Oh, Mike's Hard Lemonade. You can drink that. It's only Mike's Hard Lemonade." Yeah, shit's like 12%. I mean, it was. I used to give that to my mom. Was like, "Oh, that wasn't a problem." My sister was drinking that because I was old enough when that stuff came out. And it was, yeah, it was like, "Oh, it's just Mike's Hard Lemonade." No, it's hard lemonade. No. As me and Griever were talking about earlier, I may be an asshole, but I am not that kind of asshole. I won't. I can't do that. Oh, drive-in. God, I don't really make. I don't even have drive-ins anymore up here. There was one operating, but it's gone. They had a flea market operating in it, and the flea market disappeared during the week. The drive-in wasn't making enough money to keep itself open, which is a shame because where all teenagers supposed to go and do anything on a Friday night. This thing in particular, though, has been what the stream name came from because this has been turning out to be a nightmare project. And you notice that I am hand painting the silver on here, and the reason for that is because it gives that nice worn look, which I'm going to put on here. That beautiful worn look that's been worldly and used and banged up for a little bit, which wasn't the original plan. I wanted to do this thing very, very clean. But this fucking paint. You see this silver here? I remembered too late that it's a problem. It's Krylon, okay? And I know Krylon Fusion, yeah, right. I ran out of my silver automotive Duplicolor, which works out fine, but I forgot trying to paint on top of this damn Krylon. it takes a long time for this shit to make a good adherence. And if you get a bubble, it just keeps making more problems. So, like, I had to tack down bubbles all over this thing. It's going to take a lot of clear coats in order to fix this. Luckily, I can fix it with, like, making it chipped up. And if somebody drops it, it's going to look even more chipped up because it'll just continue to peel because it's Krylon. But that will eventually stop. What it is, Edward, is I got contacted by a gentleman that wanted to know if my plate wasn't already full enough of this kind of stuff recently, that if I wanted to make a thing for a charity giveaway at an event he was going to for a con. So luckily, it doesn't have to be functional, which is good for me because I'm not making this functional whatsoever. This is that sharper image blaster that everybody finds thrifting. I always wanted to paint one up like a ray gun, but this, whoa, I got my butt scratcher almost ran away from me. This was the original plan, which looks really cool, but I ran out of ideas on how to, oh crap, on how to seal up all the gaps and holes in it at the moment. So I kind of ran out of ideas on that. It was a real good idea until it just, went completely shallow. I realized I'm going to have to spend more time on that. See the other blaster named Chippy McChippy. I like the name Chippy. Chippy. My laser blaster is named Chippy. That's not bad. I like Chippy. I think I'll call it Chippy. I do like that name, Edward. That's pretty funny. Especially if it's being an inside joke. So, since the clear wasn't going to work out, I can add the paint hand to it, and it's going to look dirty, which will be nice. If I can just dirty it out some, and as they drop it, it'll chip. But this thing turned out to be even worse than before because I wanted to. I don't even see them laying here anymore. Where'd they go? Oh, shit. I hope it's in a bucket. It's in the bucket. In a bucket. Okay. So I took apart one of those glow show things, and I'm going to put an LED in it on firing, but like, God forbid I actually be able to find my soldering iron, which had disappeared, which I didn't even like in the first place because I think it was a Walmart piece of garbage that gave me nothing but hassle and problem the entire time of trying to use it. But now that I go to use it because I only need to solder 4 connection points, of course I can't find it. So I said screw it, and I end up spending money I don't have on a $50 good soldering iron, which is going to be here in a couple of days. And that's going to go, via Night Finder trigger switch under with the glow show thing wired into it. Hopefully it won't blow the thing out of there, which I didn't take any of the resistors or anything off of it. So it should, famous last words, be perfectly fine and not blow anything up. So that should be nice. It doesn't nuke everything. I'll like that very much. Because if not, it's just going to be a static prop, and I could have made something that's shot, and I don't want to just like. Yeah, of course, yeah, I know it is. I know that very well. But I didn't want to just, like, I kind of feel bad about, having a project that I started and then it's not started anymore. And then there's, I'm essentially turning in a blaster for a charity build that I really kind of didn't put as much effort and thought into it as I guess I probably could have, because just kind of being lazy and I have a lot on my table to do at the moment. I'll pull this forward so you guys can watch me do this a little better. Oh, look, it's an earthquake. There we go. I'm going to do some of this silver for a little while, and then I'm going to get bored and I'm going to do the wood handle. I was gonna add some white placards to the side of it, I guess, or grips, but man, like I am scared to death of the adhesion of this paint. And it's not like I have like I think like another month to get this done, but I need to get all of this stuff done because I'm still under the delusion that I'm actually going to be able to go to Endor for some reason. Because I'm not entirely sure if it's actually going to happen. I think I just keep kidding myself by saying that. And I think the price of going is going to be too high unless I can literally make my money back on the trip with selling a bunch of stuff, which was actually sent to me. But actually, it was. I thought that's a double-edged sword, though, too. There, where's my elephant? That adds more to my table to do, but that just adds more for me to work on too as well. But I should be complaining like a little whiner. Oh, he has stuff to do. He's got commissions. He's doing stuff for charity. He has a bunch of blasters he can paint and put up there for sale. They're awesome. Look at him whining and moaning like a little child. Oh, God, might disgust me. Oh, I gotta go over this. Is like 8 layers. Keep it somewhat level. Name of the Kickstarter: Get my ass to Endor. Get your ass to Endor. Too bad Endor isn't on Mars. That could be fun. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. You can stick things up my nose and pull things out. And with one of those reachers. Boomtendo. How you doing, Boomtendo? Boomtendo in the house. Oh. The screwy part is when you turn it, I can't tell if whether or not I hit that spot or not sometimes because of the way the light hits it. The fluorescent lights are good for making a lot of light, but I need to change the bulbs. I can't because they're LED. I need to put another one up there and put a diffuser over both of them. Enough guy on the bench. Hey, enough guy on the bench. Living model currently through you. Well, there's enough room in me for enough people to live vicarious through me. But be warned, as well, I guess it's a good thing. You can live vicariously through me. Great, that'd be perfect. Because there's I don't go anywhere fast. There's plenty of time to sniff the flowers. And sounds gross for some reason all of a sudden. Live vicariously means sniff the flowers, amongst other things. Clowny's body. This horse is a Lorraine Oglethorpe. I know, Exterminator. I know, Marianne Oglethorpe. Oh my God. It's Aqua Team Hunger Force. The two aliens, not the Moonanites, the aliens, the spiky guys. Nerf guy on the bench. I'm on my own apartment. Oh, apartments. Sweet. I remember my first apartment. I don't remember the consecutive ones after that because I think I turned 21. I know I don't remember much about the one I lived in Norrisburg, that's for damn sure. I know it was up 3 flights of stairs. About a half hour from the liquor store. That was about it. Claudius who killed my father, mother. Claudius who killed. You guys notice that the Lipitor and like all these other medicines sound like Schwarzenegger bad guys? I mean, Altura! I'm coming for you, Altura. You know medicine. Altura. Spring thunder! Claudius who killed my father, prepare to die. You. My name is Domingo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Oh. Nah, I want to watch Darth Vader read Star Wars lines. You know, Schwarzenegger in Star Wars lines. Don't be a pussy. Those are funny. Those are damn funny. Oh my god. 165 with my first shot. You're getting up there in the Nerf speeds there, buddy. Rodney, how you doing? Good thing I looked up. Oh boy, oh boy. Zorro, well, which Zorro? First off, like your Zorro, the Antonio Banderas Zorro, or like my Zorro? Because we had two Zorros. We had regular Zorro, then Whip Zorro. Whip Zorro had the cabbie hat because he had all those things hanging from it. So I don't know. And there's like Zorro, Mexico Zorro. I guess they're all kind of Mexico Zorro. All of them. I don't know. I would have to say, I mean, all at once, like Zorro versus Indigo Montoya. He's pretty good. I mean, he can fight left and right handed, and he doesn't even have to really be conscious to do it as long as he can repeat his mantra. So I guess it's like his power word. You see him go power up like a Saiyan. Prepare to die. Wait to the party, to the party. Welcome to the party, pal. Anybody? Best Christmas movie ever. Oh, I can tell I'm getting old. I can't see these little things in here. I guess when I go to Walmart next time, I'm gonna have to buy some readers. Ah, don't like to paint shit. No, that's awful. I don't want to buy readers. I'm already nearsighted as it is. This was the only good thing about being nearsighted is I didn't have to worry about having readers. Now I'm going blind. That sucked. I mean, like that's besides losing my hands, like the use of my hands, like always like the one thing that terrified me is like that. Always the thought was like I'm nearsighted, so I can see up close, but like people lose their nearsighted vision, and then like I was gonna end up needing readers, so I was like the well lit shop and stuff. But I'm thinking like this is like how I do, I don't like the idea of being able to like do that. Of course, then like not seeing my dashboard going 100 miles an hour could be a lot of fun too. But it looks like a hair dryer. It's one of those sharper image. This will probably remind you sharper image revolvers that you find laying around, or I guess we find because I understand like thrifting is not a big. Well, thrift storing is like a big thing. You guys have their own version of thrifting, so they're really yeah. See, they're really really awful, but they're really really cool. Jolt the pool noodle. He'd probably actually do pretty good, I'd imagine. Like Jolt the pool noodle. Jolt the pool noodle. Like these this it's for comes with those animals target shooters. Oh, they come with other stuff too. I got one of these in a box with the actual blow dryer thing that it came with. My buddy Matt gave it to me. I just haven't done the review on it yet. There's nothing to expect. The plunger tube's the size of it's a pencil. It's a very wide pencil, husky pencil, which we couldn't use for pencil wars. Look that up. You guys don't know what pencil wars are. Some of you don't know what pencil wars are. But this was a. What car do I drive? I drive a Hyundai Elantra. Sonata. I drive a Sonata. Also sounds like a Schwarzenegger thing. Sonata. Yeah. So like, yeah. This is a. These I've been wanting to paint one of these up for a while. I just wish the first time I painted it wasn't a problem. I got like 3 of them, but they have like the one in the box is still in the box. The other one had the front was busted. The other one had a crack across the handle because the plastic is miserable. Yeah, these make great little ray guns, and it's gonna be for a cosplay thing, so it doesn't have to shoot. So I guess I didn't. Well, I didn't really have to take it apart in the first place there, Nerfenstein, but I decided to because I'm gonna LED it, and all I did was just like glue that side on, and then I left this side unglued, so you still can screw it together. And because I want to make it functional, let the screw holes in. I mean, I guess I didn't have to. I could have. The LEDs don't really burn out or anything after a while, but I could have filled them in. But if I do another one someday, it's always if I do another one. And I love that. If I do another one, whenever I do the next one, I get to doing another one of these things. I'll have another one of these next. I learned this for the next project. Always that. We always make one for the next one, and then we're gonna use that stuff, but we never ever do another one. Never do. Going to Golden Corral. No, I wasn't, but no, thanks for saying that. Actually, the original plan was kind of going for a Fallout kind of look with the soda pops, but because I wanted to put some white uh, handles on the side here, but I'm having such, and then still do wood grain on like, and then put the white on the side of it. But I'm having such a miserable time with adhesion on this thing that I'm really not looking forward to trying that. Yeah, I love the Coca-Cola blaster from that game. It's just so cool and retro, and that whole like bright shiny look to it, and the same time it's got that really cool vibe. I love that. In fact, I even love my favorite stuff is the furniture from that era. Well, first off, you can't hurt the furniture from those eras, from the thrift stores. That stuff's going to be around after cockroaches die from radiation. That furniture will still be around because you can't hurt it, and it's always going to be there. The colors are just amazing, like the deep woods and the either orange, green, or yellow, because that's the only colors they came in. I wanted to do this front up here in the same gold brand, which is actually not even gold. I actually have it with me for once. It's not even gold. It looks gold, but it's called light driftwood. And the whole thing with the adhesion problem is because I was trying to put silver underneath to get a better color, but these Duplicolor paints don't necessarily need that to happen. So, although the more silver rings here, I guess I could probably just peel this off and have a nice, beautiful silver. I was stupid. I guess I could have just done that because I'm gonna paint silver over silver, and now it's actually got a 3 or 4 layers of adhesion on top of it. So, oh God, wish you were vodka, but you're not. You're fuzzy water. It's okay. I'll dirty it up and it'll look pretty. Slap over a machine. Yep. Yeah. No, I like over machined because it's a better way of saying over engineered. It's also a good way of saying you did this the hard way, you idiot. Now I put these two together, I'm gonna have to try to match the sides. Oh boy, oh boy. Maybe I'll do this strip and maybe then I'll do the wood grain. I don't want that time to clean. Whoa. Oh, inside. Okay, good. Oh, don't talk about your boomstick. Jeez, Rodney. You have one conversation without you talking about seeing your boomstick. Isn't that how you got in trouble in the first place? Oh my God, I can't bring you around any schools. Bring your boomstick up in every conversation. God. It's like that. I think my roommate's been playing that World of Warboats game. It's like World of Tanks, but it's boats. And the one boat is called the Iron Duke. And I keep laughing because it's called the Iron Duke. It's like, dude, man, she gave me an Iron Duke. Or yeah, I was like, like James Bond villain tryouts. That guy's the Iron Duke. Why do they call him the Iron Duke? Because he just has one metal testicle. One metal testicle. That's it. One metal. It's like it's not even like internal metal. It's like outside metal. Like it's like just one and then just one giant iron band covered ball just hanging outside. And they walk in. He's like they call him the Iron Duke. What do you call that? They're trash. He's like zip. I'm the Iron Duke. Oh my god. I just if I pulled up for yeah. I do that when I like to do that to match up the wood grain sometimes, depending on what it is. One things I try to match them together as best I can. Like I said, I'll go back over and then like touch up the area to blend it over because I want to make sure I can get at least tagged up the way it is here. Oh god, this is gonna be a nightmare to wire. I just thought about that because the original plan was to put the plastic in there for the diffuser. This goes all the way down. Anybody know where this came from? But nobody will guess what vintage blaster this popped off of. Ingolstadt might be able to do it. He's got a lot of like that. Maybe you guys can figure this out. What did this come off of? It wasn't this color originally. It was orange, that translucent orange. That might help. Mine's always stick together. Yeah. When I did this paint on this, actually, Griever, if you're worried about things like that, you can just run a razor down the line in the center, and that will help it with the breaking it apart, so you don't like drag your paint off the thing or something like that. Now, Jolt, no, not a jolt, not a jolt. It's not a jolt. No, it's not a Tuma. It's not a Tuma, and it's not a jolt. Jolts aren't vintage. Or are they now? I guess maybe. I don't know. God, brushstrokes got too long. Too long and smooth. I can't see where I screwed up now. God dang it. Oh, you idiot. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I keep saying that for some reason. Should be tamping it down like this. And then you go back over and brush it. And it helps keep streaking down if you do it the timing right. Because it pulls the painting away. But I don't, because it's going to get messed up anyway, so with the weathering, so I'm not too concerned about as long as I can get a nice, somewhat even coat on it. It was Monday night, was my Sunday into Monday was my marathon project. I woke up and took my buddy into work. And then that was at like 7:30. And then I went and picked him up at like 4. And then I went back down to the dungeon here. And I was up till like 4 a.m. This is a Sherper Image blaster. Where do I get my wonderful toys? A lot of them come from Harbor Freight. If you need my tools, other ones come from me begging and pleading. And my friends ship me stuff, which I have to open those boxes yet. And yes, I know I haven't even opened either box, Mr. Ingolstadt or Mr. Griever. I am a horrible person. You should know that and sent me stuff anyway, so whose fault is that? Actually, there's projects contained within one of them. I'm sure there's projects contained within Griever's box as well that I am unaware of that will stock ideas and then sit in the pile forever. Oh, yes, but the Ingolstadt's put there. Why is your box banded? I mean, did you originally band your box like that? Because that is really, I mean, what kind of live animals did you put in there? Because there's no air holes. They're not going to be live anymore. That's for dang sure. These friends you speak of. These are my friends. I have them. No, my friends are the rabbits. You pet the rabbit, George. I don't like rabbits. I hate rabbits. Rabbits are, well, no, it's a horrible thought. There's a reason my grandmother didn't like cooking rabbits. They look somewhat disturbing when they're skinned. Horrible evil creatures. Not a lot of meat on them, actually. Well, plenty of meat on them, just like not like like a lot of meat on them. They're rabbits. I don't know. That goes under there. I don't have to paint that too hardly. Oh, it sounds like the roommate's home. I have to unplug the main speaker and put in my headphones because of noises. We'll find out. What is this? PC device is connected to your network. No, I don't want that. I don't care about that. Rabbit is delicious. I haven't had rabbit in a long time. I sent him a spider once. It didn't make appearance. Spider? I don't remember a spider. I don't remember spiders. Somebody's giggling like a schoolgirl. Long pork. Yeah. Some pork is longer than others. That sounds during all kinds of times. Ugh. I hear footsteps in this direction. Oh, no. I guess they're going the other direction. Your box is full of glitter. Oh, that would be horrible and yet funny at the same time if I forward it to Griever. What the hell was that noise? Oh. Over and over we go, and painting we go. My box is full of. I got scolded for sending Christmas garland. Yeah, I found you for your garland. It actually made me itchy and warm. Glitter is the hard piece of crafting world. I told that to my buddy the other day. He never heard that before. He's like, "Don't ruin glitter for me." And I'm like, he's like, he really likes glitter, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, don't ruin herpes for me. It's a two-way street. And he just kind of looked at me, and I asked him if I could take a drink of his soda, and he said no. I asked him, "Was he afraid of getting glitter?" We were talking about buying suction cupped items for free off of Wish, and then where we could stick them in the hallways and inside of doorways and things like that. So you'd open up, and there'd be a large suction cupped item right in your face. Just terrify everybody with it. Sharing is caring. Yeah, balloon animals. Hey, that's not a balloon animal. Gross. My live streams are filthy. Filthy places. Clowny live stream. Fun from a live studio audience. Because dead ones don't laugh. House of porn. Clowny's house of porn. It's not so bad when you get used to the smell, right? That's how something Carl would operate. A place down by the airport. That's the name of that place down there. They don't take food stamps anymore. They kind of need real money. I don't know why strippers don't take food stamps. It's like not like they're gonna need them anyways. I mean, at least them do. Why is the floor always sticky? Because shoes are optional. Everybody likes feet. Foot fetish. Ugh, grody. This always sounds creepy. See, every time I turn this thing, then I wind up with a different coating. The trick is to rotate it in the light so you can get something that resembles even, so you can move on with your life. God, I can tell that paint. It doesn't feel right. I put that stuff on really thin for like a second. Because that's how we do. No, I actually did take because it was kind of rainy outside. That was coming, so I decided I'd put on a few spray thin layers. And I even put down a layer of clear coat on top of it because I was afraid of the adhesion problem that I might have because I hadn't tried that combination yet. So I even planned for failure. If you don't plan for failure, I planned for failure. I planned for it. Apparently I got it, but that wasn't the intention. That wasn't the intention. I planned for failure, and I got failure. Oh, no. Ah. So, what you guys are doing this here? Who in here does, other than, little Nerfenstein here, I know she does. Who here does, small brush paintwork like this? Anybody do like detail work with brushes? Get in there. I want to know something. Am I the only idiot here that decides to lick his paintbrushes into a tip until you can't either taste anything or feel anything, like his teeth or his tongue? I mean, is that a normal thing? Because yeah, a wet palette. I have a wet palette. I actually end up getting dry mouth. Speaking of wet palettes, the paint gives me dry mouth because I keep licking it. Actually, funny enough, this paint actually is decent paint. It's Liquitex paint, so these are good. Unfortunately, you may notice, you see this? That Liquitex paint. Now, the new ones, according to NERM, are solid. These were stolen from high school by somebody that went to the same school as I did, and just happened to leave them in a container that I owned for a couple of years and gave them to me for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, that guy was awful. But this particular kind was taken off the market because these were toxic, like really toxic, like lead toxic. But it was the 80s, so we weren't concerned about that. I spent a fair amount of time licking my paintbrush with that paint, and I'm starting to wonder if like the facts of like I'm having trouble seeing up close are not being accelerated by the fact that I'm licking the mostly toxic paint. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do anything myself. Yeah. See, I wouldn't. I know everybody's like, I wouldn't do that, but apparently nobody else is me because I do that. So the other stuff, this folk art, which is actually done by a guy I've been watching called Ace of Clay. He does sculpting. Just kind of popped up, so I watched all of his polymer clay sculpting stuff, which gave me ideas to do things, which I tried to do before, but try it again. Now he uses this paint, and I like this, and I can tell that there's a difference in the ingestion of the paint versus this stuff. Because I use the folk art stuff, it takes longer for my tongue to go numb and me to get a little loopy or crazy because I'm not licking, I guess, as toxic paints that were designed from the 70s when there was no regulations on toxicity and things like that. I'm fairly happy with that silver, which I guess is a good thing. I'll make my brush clean here in a minute. Maybe I'll do the other side too. I think I'd rather spray clearing indoors. So we're going to spray some stuff indoors here. Bill Doran uses this. So, oh, guys, you guys hate this. I hate on Krylon stuff. That tastes great. It tastes like bananas. I don't know why it smells like bananas. If I achieve the proper level of brain damage, I'll be good. I want a bit like special, like smart, like Rain Man, but not like Rocky Balboa. I want somewhere in between them two. And that would probably be like the optimal amount of brain damage. Somewhere between Rocky Balboa and the guy that pets rabbits, and I think they'd be pretty good. All right, now. Lucky lead paint. Well, I could always put it in a spray can and spray it in there, but it takes a while. No, no, the paint doesn't give me diarrhea, but all the carrots and celery I do, oh God, it's not really diarrhea. It's more like a mass unloading of an indiscriminate shape and form. So, thanks for making me say that. Apparently, the paint also gets rid of my better judgment. Oh, okay. Now we get there on a few. Yeah, it's actually kind of cold down here. I'm just looking to have it on there just for a second to give it a slight guarding, so it doesn't rub off as easy as it would before. Just a quick thing on there. Usually I shake them up pretty good because this doesn't sit too long. Like my Krylon paints and stuff, some of that stuff sits for a long time, and the better you shake the living shit out of the Krylon, the better off you are, because that Krylon is kind of miserable. Now, where's my wood grain brush? This is my wood grain brush. I've been using this thing for a while, and I kind of clean it, but it's getting dreadlocks. So, like, I can't trim it back anymore, but it's getting goopy. It's getting to the stage where it works really good, and it's kind of on the downslope of it. I take it upstairs and clean it, it'll get a little nicer. But these are cheap ass chip brushes, which I got to thank Nerfenstein for pointing out to use cheap brushes, because I have a bunch of really expensive brushes from various places that I had when I was in school for art. And I used to take really good care of those, and I didn't want to get them all ruined with this stuff, because I don't like. Yeah, they're great. Those are great. I'm actually out of those. The local Walmart hell zones both places have been out of these particular brushes. The 2-inch and they have the 3 inches. They have a 1-inch, which is what I wanted, but they've been out of them for a while. But they have the 2 inches all over, but I can't get into tight places with the 2-inch. Now the Harbor Freight has a 1/2 inch, which is really cool, because it's only like that big, but it comes in a pack of like 30 brushes, and there's one on there that's like this, and unless I figure out how to like pull this thing up and like redo the entire brush, I'm not paying the $20, I guess it was, for that. Here, pay attention, guys. This is Nerfenstein is where I learned how to do well. She'll recognize this. Dry brushing. The wood technique. I'm not sure if I saw you do this or if I made it up myself. Probably a combination of a lot of it and stuff, because I kind of dab it on first and splotch it, and then I hit it, and it smooths it over into a nice wood. And I'm going to have to cover that up further on that. Oh, right in the turd. Let's see. No, you can't go wrong with dry brushing. Everything looks amazing when it's dry brushed. It's such a cool way to go. Or you should watch your Nerfenstein. You should watch your Nerfenstein. Cleaver. What the hell's wrong with you? I'll get a ticket and pay for a ticket for a clucker. Slap you around in Jersey to teach you how to dry brush. I'm not using good tape for this. I'm using the shittiest tape. Yeah, that's the worst part about doing things like this is like you don't think about like, oh, I could be painting this and making a tutorial at the same time. And no, I don't know how many times I put my builds together. I'm like, oh, I should have filmed this build. It's not like I have a camera like right over my head all the time now. This is always kind of fun. You figure out when to stop. I kind of like this technique for wood because it winds up with a really neat look. I guess, like I said, I don't know if I learned this or if I came up with this. I think I just was trying to figure out how to make a wood pattern. This. Hey, is you the VR stuff? Oh God, I've been loving your VR stuff. Those are cool. Makes me wish I had like a normal system besides a PS2 CD. And now it lied on there good. You guys are screwed up. Doesn't really show up too well here, I guess. Kind of hard to see it, but you pack it on, and then you just swat. And it makes streaky. And if you do it well enough, you wind up with, because the brushes are dry, you wind up with spots like here already where it's not, the paint won't stick as, way too much paint, where the paint won't stick as well. It helps you along with your aging. Whoop, man, that's still a lot of paint. With your aging process then, because it's already taking it off. Because after I put all this stupid wood grain on here, then I go back over with more black, and I do the same thing with an extremely low dry brushing technique to help blacken some of the areas off to give it more like a rubbed over look. That one pistol shotgun I did was probably the best example of this. Actually, I got a really good example of it. Hit that a little more. I got a good example of it over here, but I gotta tape something up on it first. So you guys can't see because the person that this is going to does watch my channel, but I don't know if they're gonna see this or not because they don't leave a lot of comments. They're just listed as somebody that watches it. You guys recognize this thing. And I would kind of wish I would have painted this trigger, but this is that same really nylon-y hard plastic, and it's a dick to paint. It's so hard. I mean, I'm more like Rodney's shotgun. I'm surprised if that paint is still hanging on some of those parts there because I had to really make that, these special stuff to make that work. But this is, all right, Griever, do your thing, buddy. This is, see the technique on here is what you'll wind up with. You see these darker spots are actually where paint flecked over, and then you just take it and literally hammer, and then hit it a couple times, and it goes over, and it makes this really neat aged. You can see like it's darker around here from me doing the sides, and then you pull this way across because it gets at the edges then, and then that pulls all that over, so it looks more like it's been worn on the sides, which is a neat thing I figured out. It's a little glittery gold from the gold itself, which is had to be tapped on. Hello, Tisha. It had to be tapped on because I got the bright idea of doing tap on instead of spraying, which was great because they put like 8 layers of gold paint on here, and then it makes this nice bronze like it did here, which is kind of hard to see on camera. But yeah, I'm really proud of the way this thing turned out. I love the wood grain and how this looks. I just wish I could get it open a little bit more so I could maybe paint that pistol trigger. I could probably tape the entire thing off or bag it off and like do it from here, but I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to let it be the way it is because it's a pistol trigger, but it stands out to me like a silver freaking thumb. It drives me nuts. I can't get the cap back off. There's no glue holding it on. It's just on there tensionally. But there's paint sealing it, and I'm not willing to try to pry it because I don't want to damage the paint because it's only been curing for about 3 days. And the reason I had to put that there is because the symbol of the guy that has his YouTube channel and stuff that watches it and stuff is on there, right there. But I can't pull that up because I don't see it. Those are neat $10 blasters, and mine doesn't even look that freaking good. Yeah, see, that was the idea. I think I might do another one and then put some of those. They're $10, and I found some cheap frames that are cheap, and I figure I could make shadow boxes out of some of those. I might be able to sell a couple of them, but that's a marathon paint job. I did that in 1 day, and that was entertaining to say the least. I didn't get done till 4 a.m. I don't think I would have gotten much done anyways. It's going pretty good, Mr. Oh, Christ. There go the eyes again. Space person derp thing, because I'm old and getting blinder. I think the dark layer is just about done on this one. Yeah, it was a quick tap. I should have went a little less time on that one. Okay, a dark layer on that one's done. Where's my back scratcher? As I scratch my butt behind me, it's still back, lower back. Actually, I used to have 2 of them. One was labeled butt. Butt and back. Butt and back. Don't put it down there, you dumbass. That's how problems happen. Oh, I think a couple more blasters like that would be pretty cool. I've been thinking of doing more of those Busby shotguns. I did like doing those, but once again, that's like another, it's probably a 3 straight days. Hire a 5-hour energy thing next to me. I haven't opened any of them yet. Debating whether or not I just want to try to plow through stuff. Spider-Man, got sucked up in a vacuum can. Whoops. Quickly. Oh, it's kind of close to that red paint. Nailed it. Shotgun axe. Yeah, there's a really neat thing from that Skyrim guy. He was pretty cool. He had a shotgun axe on there. I'd like to build that. And to build a functioning one, I need I think I wanted to do it with Mega Thunderbow. Mega Thunderbow, go! Well, this one's going to be done a lot quicker. I'm not paying attention to how much paint I'm using. It's okay, it's a base coat. Ooh, one way. There we go. Did I do that in the bottom one too? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, Space Lord, mother. I have some of their original, my brother, 2 of their albums before. My brother has some of their stuff on vinyl. There's a big difference between Monster Magnet and the stuff you heard on the radio. It kind of sold out a little bit with their songs for radio stuff. It was a lot more friendly. The paint's pretty close to that tape, but it's not there yet. I am worried about putting another layer of tape up there. If I use that cheap shit. Here's my cheap shit. Yep. Dollar store tape. Sticks to nothing but itself. Cheap, cheap, cheap. So garbage. Might as well do it to the other one. Oh wow. There's a lot of space behind that one. Should have done that sooner. Didn't notice that. Oh, God, my butt's still sore from this chair. I had more tape on that one than I did this one. There we go. That fixes that. I'm running out of base. Oh, my belly button itches. What the hell? Oh my God, that's weird. Like, not around it, like in my belly button. Ah, what a weird itch. The hell does that mean? Palm itches, you're gonna get money, I guess belly button itches means somebody's gonna bring you food. It'd be funny as hell. Somebody walking around a Big Mac right now. Oh God, I had so much popcorn today as it is. Such a bad cloudy. Shouldn't have drank all that, eating all that popcorn. Doesn't matter what size thing you get at the movie theater, you're gonna eat all that popcorn because you overpaid for it. That's what happened. Popcorn tells me worth $16. That's for sure. Yeah, it's expensive. Popcorn, all that is like 3 cents worth of popcorn. That entire thing, the original ripoff, like bottled water. No part of bottled water do you actually pay for the water. You actually pay for the bottle anymore. Markup on that is insane. Now I heard they're gonna start taxing it. This is the part where I start licking my brush to get more color out of it. Yeah. I don't want to use more paint. I don't want to use more paint. Paint to replace it's expensive. I don't want to. You don't have to use a little. Just a little. Because I'm squeeze it right on top of there. Oh, and a hush falls over the ground. I almost put my paint in the damn brush in the damn silver. That would have sucked. Oh boy. And the roommates are moving around the house, making stompy sounds. Hopefully no other sounds. And then I have to switch to a microphone. Okay, now where is my that back a little? Burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. There we go. That is like, hey, now there's 8 people on here. How about that? Burn it. Burn it to the ground. OC Nerf. You know, like OC Nerf is entered the building. And I put this right in my damn paint. Oh, it's on the edge of it, so it's not like people are gonna see it. Right? Okay, where is tape? Tape again. We're doing this. Yeah, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. If you buy some wax and acrylic, you will think paint. But if you buy some Future, I actually have a very, very large bottle of extender laying around here somewhere, acrylic extender. I bought it when I went to school, like 20 years ago, and I found it when I moved, and it was still viable. I was surprised. I had to mix the crap out of it to get it back together, but yeah, when I tried it up, it held up. I just don't know what the hell I did with it because the tube it's bigger than this. I went for the Gusto on it. Oh, I'd love to go to Armageddon. I don't even think I'm going to be able to have the money to go to frickin' Endor at this point. Like, it's going to be expensive. I mean, I have to make a whole bunch of blasters in order to at least, I have to go down to break even. That's for damn sure. If I don't break even, I'm in trouble. There's a tricky. I'm going to have to give your future floor wax thing a try, though, if I can find that. I heard that somewhere else, though, too. Let's see, I didn't want to hit that quite that heavy there. But that's okay, because it's wood grain, so it can look, oh, my butt itches again. God, this chair. Oh, I mean, there we go. There we go. Oh, no, stay there. There we go. Okay, see, I didn't want to hit it quite that heavy. I want to get up in there a little bit. See, after I get the base color set out, then I go back in and hit it with some black again to work the wood grain out. Eat the wood weirdos because it makes them sleepy. I'm going to have to put these two together to try to see. That's more like it when you hit them with the light. And you don't wind up with quite as heavy. We gotta find a better. I gotta move those studio lights over here and hang them above this desk. So the LEDs make a mess with my camera. They make the light weird. At least on my screen, it looks like it's a little wavy. And I'm pretty sure that's a fault of the LEDs. Which is okay, I guess, because it's just a live stream, but I'd like something a bit clearer. It wouldn't be such a bad idea. Whoa, no. Bad tape. Bad tape. Well, it is bad tape after all, but still bad tape. Yeah, I actually have to make a contact with you later about that to see what everything was going to be. Then I got to get a hold of Prickly, too, to see if he's going, because that's going to make a big difference in the trip, too. Because it's a 12-hour drive. And I'm pretty much just going for FoamCon. So I'd be down there for like a day, maybe two to recover, and then go back and hit it quick. So I'd have to find out. I got to talk to him, see if he's still going. He seems to be more interested in his car lately. It's cool. I mean, it's a nice car. He bought in case you guys don't know, Prickly Nerf mods. Shame on you, first of all. But he bought a old. Oh, Josh. Yes, I'll give you a call, Josh. Joshua France of Blair County House of Nerf, aka PA Thunderdome, aka Francis Nerf Mods or something like that. I'm not sure. Does 3D printing and really cool blasters and stuff like that too. Pretty good prices on a budget. Makes me jealous as shit because his stuff is fast and good. My stuff's just good. That's 50% better than mine. Okay. Get this in here. And then, I guess this is better than watching me sand for once. Huh? I mean, I almost started working on the other blaster. I can't remember what I did with my hot glue gun. I got to fill in those holes. So as soon as I find my hot glue gun, we can have Let's Build a Blaster episode again. Hooray! because I'd like to have that stupid thing finished after a year. Yay, Clooney, he built something, hey. Hooray, hooray, huzzah. So Samuel Jackson can't do these videos. Huzzah, mother. I said huzzah, mother. Reach in your way and get my change purse out. Get my purse out. Well, it's a change purse in there that says, badass thy mother. Samuel Jackson and A Knight's Tale. Hold your bitch ass up on your horse and get to work. Yes, it is, Mr. Napoleon. It is one of those sharper snarper image. I got way too much paint on that. Oh, rescue. Nope. Can't save that one. That's a bunko. I can unbunko. Yeah, I need to unbunko. There we go. Yes, it is. Yeah, those are, like nobody wants them because they suck. You can't get anything. Oh, I was way too much paint too. I'll use the mix of the other ones. You can't get anything out of them. They have no power, no steel. I busted 2 of them before I got these to try to make, just trying to make something useful out of them. If that is not going to work, I'm going to fix that with black paint. All right, that's not a problem. Really, it's really not an issue. Yeah, you can't, there's no way to really make them shoot good other than like gutting the entirety of the inside of these things and going at it again, which was awesome, I guess, if you could. But even I toyed with like putting Panthers and stuff inside of them, but they're just not worth it. But man, they're so cool to paint up, apparently. Like, they just scream retro laser or Earthworm Jim, one of the two. I actually have one of them. A Beaker gave me one of those marshmallow crap in a hat. Ah, Lick will fix. There we go. Yes. Beaker gave me one of those marshmallow blasters. And I have that to actually work on. He wanted me to do a Earthworm Jim on that marshmallow thing, but I told him I can't do that because those semi-automatic marshmallow pistols are too rare to do something like that on. Screw it up. That's not cool. I am making this cool. I am making this cool. That's what I am doing. I am painting. Oh my god, I'm painting. Now there's a point where I make the brown color. He wore the brown color. I use the brown color to hide all of my mistakes. This is where things get light and weird. I use a little bit of this. And then I use orange. I've been used yellow before, but I didn't care for the yellow. So I gave away one of the patches at our last game. The player lost it during the rounds. Oh, well, that sucks. They lost it. On the other hand, like, ages from now when they dig things up, there's a good chance my patches are like being an archaeological exhibit in a museum, or like my DNA's on it. Maybe they can, it's dirty. Like I'll wind up like as part of a hybrid dinosaur. Welcome to Clowny Nerf. Da, 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 da. He was fat and played with Nerf toys. Da, da. And tone deaf. Squirrels. It's going to be squirrels. It's always the squirrels. That's a big thing. My Blair County stuff was with the Altoona guys, but they stopped posting the people that joined. I would make, like, I welcome people to the club, and then I have to inform them about our squirrel overlords and masters. Like, you have to be very careful with those little suckers. I mean, you can look it up too. Adolf Hitler's had pictures with squirrels. I might have that on my phone, so I'll have to post that for you guys. And a picture of Adolf Hitler feeding squirrels, and that just goes to show you can't trust the squirrels. I can't remember half of them. Like I just it started out just like as being something funny, and then it evolved into me talking about squirrel overlords and like the treaty of the fuzzy tails and stuff like that. It just turned bizarre. I freaking love it. I love it. It's so much fun, but like, oh god, somebody's gonna make a doobie out of my patch. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Some freaking hippie rolls at my patch into a freaking joint. Oh man, this works really good, dude. Oh man, yeah, I wonder what this is. I'm gonna put that on my. Ooh, almost had it. I'll be quicker than that. This is gonna wind up. I'm gonna get the back part here. Tap, 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 tap. Whoops. That was a piece that probably should have stayed on there. Up. Now, should have mixed up more of that paint. I'm going to blend it with black anyways, but I was hoping to have just a little more of that. Okay, now this is the part that I was... Get in there. Get in there. Part that I was talking about. Gotta try to kind of match the two together. You see the color tones are a little too far off. With this weed in this pack. Hey, if they buy them, I'll supply as many as they want. I have plenty of patches available. If they buy them from Containment Crew, they'll butter off two of us. I mean, that works for me. Did I put the black paint out? Yes, I did. This is another one of those paints. My mother bought these paints. These things are like, thank God, these have got to be like almost as old as I am. Probably be good to buy new paint, but you know, with enough clear coat, any of them stick. That's the damn truth, too. Enough clear coat, any paint sticks. You want to make sure this is really, really dry, because this is where you can really screw it up. And I can't quite get these together the best that I can, because I don't want to expose the paint. But the trick is to try to kind of push it like that, which I heard something else break inside. You want to try to bring the grain back to what it was and hit the wear parts at the same time. So after you put all that work into getting your color tones in there, you're going to start covering up with black paint. That's something I end up doing. And anywhere that it's going to get worn on more, you're going to have to really kind of hammer on. We want to get that older look to it. So like where it rubs around the side here with dumbass, when the hand hits, it's going to get blackened up from wear and tear on grease. Admittedly, this works a lot better on it looks better on like antique kind of blasters. And I have worked on a different kind of wood grain on some on those girly blasters that I did with the elemental colors on them, because I wanted to get something that looked a bit more newish, and that worked out pretty good, but not entirely, because I don't quite have that figured out right where it's supposed to be. I have to go back to a place and look at more newer stocks, or like find guns that have been less old than the ones I own that I grew up with and things, because you need that nice newer look to them is good. Now and then they go back over, and this is going to get aged even more later. But like now we'll get the finishing parts when oh god, words, use your words. When I put the wash over it, it'll pull the wash away from the edge in order to get the that look where it looks like it's been gunked under it, and in doing so it'll pull pigment over pigment. I'm using big boy terms. It'll pull pigment over the edge, and so you'll wind up with more wear this direction, so it'll look over. But gee, I wish, gosh, that laser camera for doing. Let's see, that's way too much black, but you just hit it quickly, and you can sort of fix it. But it doesn't matter because that's a good wear spot, anyways. So I just keep hitting it with water or spit. Brain damage! Yeah! I'm doing it! Cable guy. It pays to keep turning this in the light too, because like it's gonna look a little different here and there. You gotta make sure you get up under these things, because they're gonna have schmutz underneath them as well. The group of never doing Blockbuster would give away. I don't know. What would be a cool in-box giveaway from new? I may end up buying a Titan ECS this year for the Christmas drive, which I don't want to do, but I might have to. Actually, I might have an entirely different idea instead of buying something big and new. Speaking of giving away blasters. Oh, I can't eat no wood grain on that too. That was accidental. I'm going to have to do that on purpose. Well, that's how you do it on purpose. Okay, saw what I did this time. There we go. Putting all those highlights and everything. Really? I should go back and watch me paint. Oh, I can do wood grain like this all day. It's just so much fun, but there comes a point where you need to quit because you're going to ruin what you worked on. And I'll make sure I can get that's a red paint dot. How'd that happen? Where's my brush? Dot, dot, dot. And there it is again. This time it can be masked. And that time it can be masked because now it created a void in the brown paint. And I can daintily access that. Okay, and it's back. Stop touching, you idiot. Stop touching it, you idiot. You keep screwing it up. I should watch me paint. I should watch me paint. Rub my nipples and watch me paint. Let me see if I can get that together. The green would match up pretty good, but it's not gonna make too much of a difference. We got a lot of black worn in here. I'm just going over it to see, like here. See, that doesn't look much like a grain. It looks like splotchy mess. So I gotta break it up. That'll fix it. Now, see now. Now you can see the end result. Because I didn't have it on camera because I don't keep the camera directly in line with me because I'm an idiot. I'll go this way. There, try that. That's better. Ugh, I might be sick. My God. There we go. Just a little bit here because this wouldn't be a shape found in nature. That is not a normal where it looks too fake. Make sure you get around this now. This is going to be gotten around anyways, but I want to make sure I get around it as is. Because I still have some tape on so I can be sloppy if I want to. And then pull away a little. Yeah, I should do a tutorial on doing this because I do this enough though here anyways. You guys are going to pick it up anyhow. Anything rival. Yeah, Bob Ross. Oh, come on. Jeez. I have to admit, that's a pretty good fat joke, but you don't take a name of Bob Ross in vain. Shame. 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 Like when the chapel burnt. And had a picture of Bob Ross like painting the burning Notre Dame. I didn't like that one. Bob Ross wouldn't have liked that either. Bob Ross. Bob Ross is Bob Ross is better than Bob Dole. Bob Dole. No, you're not. Bob Ross. Well, I'm either. Get in here under this. Just wet paint. Shadow it in. Blaster Bob Ross. I am no Bob. We already have Bob Ross. That's Mr. Nathan. Bob Ross and MacGyver in the same thing. I don't know about MacGyver. That'd be a good. I guess he could be kind of considered MacGyver, but not entirely. There's a lot of extra brown paint worked on this brush. Ran out the black apparently. That's good though. Get a little lighter on here because I got too much. It's killing me. Look. I want some highlights. Want some highlights. It got too dark. Now I need just a few highlights. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. And there's the fun part. This is the fun part. This is my favorite part. Long strokes. Let it dry, then scuff it. 400 grit sandpaper. I prefer to cheap it. I prefer to use my method because I know it works in the longest horrible way possible. Most labor-intensive way it is. I prefer the labor-intensive way. Why engineer it when you can over-engineer it? It works much better that way. Should add a collar to the. No. I need this thing done. Oh my God, you cheap Walmart garbage tape. For the love of all that's muggy, will you just come loose? Love of all that's monkey for the dear monkey gods. Dear great monkey Jesus. Where's my other paintbrush? There we go. Holy crap. There's not a lot of bristles left on that thing. It's tiny. It tastes horrible. Tastes like brain damage. Tastes like special. Special ed. Special. What the heck is that guy's name all of a sudden? I forget his name. Oh. Special ed. And mama dropped him on his head. And now he's a bit special. Oh no. Stephen Lynch. Stephen Lynch. Yeah, he was a good comedian. He was a sick puppy. Special ed. Yeah, unfortunately, with the name being Ed, you're going to get that. It's just, see this damn paint. See this? Silver? Because on the other side of it is red. Oh, so not fair. You crappy Krylon paint, you. Oh, I hate you so much. You're just making more work for me. Oh, I can have this. See, that does this on the edge. Pulls the paint off the edge of the paint. I can't repair that. I have to spray into a can and then, find a way to fix that. Because I don't have a brush that matches that. The reds I have don't match that. And that is not a spot where wear would be taken into. So I have to, make a massive chip or something to cover that, which is so freaking irritating. God damn you, Krylon. You screwed me. See, if this was all black paint, it wouldn't be so bad. But you can see it's in there. That's not where you would get a silver chip line. It'd be like out here. This damn paint just doesn't like to adhere. If I could minimize the damage if I pull away, use the tape's adhesion against itself. Instead of pulling up, pull away. This requires a little more finish too, but this sat here for 2 days, so I'm hoping that this is cheap plastic, that this adheres better than that does. It looks like it does. So this is what we got going on here. God, I wish that was a much clearer view. That's what we got. And then this will go with that. This will screw onto here. So it's turned out all pockmarked and horrible. Which is fine. I can fix it, I guess. Still just base red. And this will be where you access the batteries. So that whole piece will just still unlock and unscrew. And we'll roll right into the silver. Then I cut the trigger so it looks like a trigger. And if it's the right direction. So you have an actual trigger here with, let me do this. Maybe a good idea what this thing is going to look like. If it will piece itself mostly together. Dumbass. You know what, let's take the tape off the other side first. Because it's not. Yeah, it's going to get weathered. Rust-Oleum, no. Rust-Oleum, it's Krylon Fusion was the problem, and I don't normally have this issue, but I forgot. At least I think I forgot, because I think it happened before, not to use the silver Krylon as a base, which is why I think I bought the silver Rust-Oleum, and then the silver automotive Duplicolor. Yeah, I had blue. I still actually have some blue tape. This stuff is just cheap tape. I keep this around for masking over top masking because it doesn't pull anything because it barely adheres. I've actually there's two of them. There's a Rust-Oleum, which is the orange one, and there's a 3M, which is the green one. Out of the two of them, I prefer the green one. It's not quite as adhesive and durable. It's a little less sticky, which I think is part of the problem I'm having with this. But this isn't, you're right, don't pull that way. This isn't like frog tape or painter's tape. This is automotive tape. I've found using, even with the Krylon, because it likes to come out in a really fine mist, that like frog tape, it gets under. This, it doesn't get under too much. Which I'm just watching Punished Props and Bill Duran actually gave me he actually had a neat idea. He's like, if you have a problem with it bleeding under, which I would have known before, just hit it with like 2 coats of clear first, and it should such like it'll get like under anywhere it's going to bleed under. It'll get under, and then you don't have to worry about it bleeding into your stuff as much. So when I use Krylon from now on, I'm going to hit it first and then let it bleed underneath the easy way, so I don't wind up with issues. Come on. Yes, I got a little bit of red on the handle, but that's not a big deal because it's going to have a weathered line anyways. So yeah, well, the rest, it depends. It depends on what I'm doing. Like, for the most part, like the Rust-Oleum, God, they all have their own sets of issues. The Krylon stuff is misty. It can bleed under stuff, so can the Rust-Oleum, but I've had, the Rust-Oleum takes longer to cure than the Krylon, but it's actually less likely to bleed underneath it that I've found. The cure time's different. It all depends on, actually, it just depends on what color I'm working with at the time, actually, believe it or not. Because I've had problems with both. Like I said, it all depends on the color to me. But in some cases, I won't use individual paints on top of other ones because the formulas don't like it. Like the hammered ones, they're a pain in the ass to paint on, and they really don't like other paints. Those are kind of fun to try to work with. Get it dry here. Those can be fun to work with. Dang it, get that piece of tape off there. I'm gonna take the paint off the flintlock before I tape off the flintlock before I forget about it. That's where I walked onto. Those can be fun because they get a really interesting surface and they dry hard and slick. So they really, really don't like playing with other paints at all. Yes, that is a Blasuka Mother Bobo Bob. Hey, Bobo Bob. Tell me what this is from. Give me a hint. It's obviously painted. It was translucent orange. Yeah, it was translucent orange. Tell me what this is from. Nobody did. Nobody could figure it out yet that I saw. It's been, slightly modified. There's a wiggle spot in it now. Yeah. I wonder if anybody should be able to figure that out. I'm pretty sure. I would say, what would you say is the best paint? From what I understand, Montana works pretty good. Montana is supposed to be pretty good. I have yet to play with it. I really do like the vinyl Duplicolors and stuff. Krylon isn't bad. It just depends on how you use it. The same can be said for the the Rust-Oleum stuff, although the cure time is a little different from what it normally would be. And you can buy really expensive paints and things, but like I say, enough clear coat holds everything down. Okay, Bob. It goes in. Let's say it goes into goes in that orientation, like that. Is that familiar? Actually, surprising that I saw that sitting there like that. Baga. That's it. Oh, these are great lining brushes. I thought it was probably dry. It's getting goopy. That might work. Yeah, it's off the Buzzsaw. It is off a Nerf Buzzsaw, is what it is. That was the lard I used it to make this solid nugget of monstrosity, which is why I am making this nugget of monstrosity, because that nugget didn't work out. Oh, good. One of the nice things about leaving this cheap paint sit out is that it has an appalling ability to cure quickly. So if you leave it sit out and then, I don't know, yap for about an hour, you get a much thicker paint kind of quick. And I've done it with a hairdryer, and it works out okay, but its skin gets quick, so you kind of have to leave it thin. Terror Kitty, oh my god. 3B Bullpup. I actually had to get shot by that thing. Or one of them. A guy by the name, I think it was Hero Is. And the Hero Is. That thing was painful as hell. Mostly because he had an adjustable OPV to his. And it was a big blast tank. Hell, kids don't even know what a big blast tank is anymore. Big blast tank is what made grown men cry. When they got shot anywhere, especially in the neck. I love the creativity of Fugly. Yes, the creativity of Fugly. That will be good forever. They had an entire decade to it. It was called 70s. They had lots of furniture. Right back to the 70s furniture. Again. I love the 70s furniture. Indestructible. Awful. Ugly. Orange. Dark brown walnuts and yellow and orange and green. 3 colors. It's all there was available. That's all we had available in the 70s was 3 colors. No, I actually haven't had much conversation with Beaker. He had a bad experience with Nerf members screwing him in the hobby in a trade and a commission, and he kind of lost tooth for it in the stomach for this. It set him off of it. I haven't talked to him too much. He pretty much just works right now. That's all he really does. I haven't talked to him in probably about a month. I keep meaning to call him, but I don't, because I'm a horrible friend. Actually, usually I'm kind of a lot of times I'm asleep or it's really late. He was doing a lot of streaming and things, but I got a call to make sure he's okay, just to be sure. Mother's Day is coming up. It's good to call him. I'm his mother, his mom, big green mom. Yeah, Edward. Though I can't talk about it. I'm not supposed to alliterate on the individual that did such a thing to my friend. But just say, rest assured that this person, well, I've been forced into playing the political game. Their channel is popularity is higher than mine, and turn against said person would be, well, not necessarily suicide, but it would probably be ill-advised within the community to turn against said person. And no, it's not anybody with any long teeth or anything like that, so don't get any ideas. It's a lesser-known person of notoriety. It stands in some unique form of singularity. I'm not at ability to discuss it because I said I would not give out the particulars. Let's just simply say that he lost faith. Well, he lost faith in what he was able to do about it, and it wasn't good. Oh yeah, my God. Well, we were trying to get back on his channel to do more streaming, but he hasn't done much streaming lately because he's pretty much just working at his place, and he gets home and he's exhausted, and then he goes to bed. Both times I tried to contact him, he was pretty sick. So I kind of just talked for a little while and let him go back to sleep, which he was kind of doing on the phone. I need to recall him and talk to him some more. God, I can move the camera back here even more. So you guys still can't see because I'm zooming in and not paying attention to what the hell I'm doing for an undisclosed amount of time. Yeah, he'll be back or doing something. I mean, I miss getting on his streams with him. They were fun. They were a lot of fun. He still wants to do stuff with the hobby. But his one blast, he's kind of doing the fishing for excuses things a little bit like we all do when we kind of want to do something, but we're still just comfortable procrastinating a little bit. So, I mean, if he'll eventually go to dump his entire collection. If not, because he has a lot in a very small place. It's a lot of things. Someday, he'll wind up at the Goodwill, or we'll actually make the expense to segregate and sell everything up to reestablish contact. And then I've kind of dropped out. I have a lot of contact with a lot of friends when I lost my job. We just didn't have the. It's almost been a year since I've had my job. It's somewhat depressing to realize you're a 40-year-old man with no skills that anybody wants, or they see you and they don't think you're able to do anything. Just fine for now. Maybe another 6 months, and then I'll be in trouble because I won't have any more money. Yeah, well, you throw one phone across the store and everybody loses. You yell and scream. Customers yell and scream in your face all day. Throw one phone across the store and everybody loses their minds. I don't have computer skills. That's what's killing me right now. Like, I don't have the ability to understand computer. I had gotten a job at a call center, and I couldn't operate. I could barely make it through the training. I was barely holding on to the training classes. I guess that, like, repetitiveness of it, I might have caught on, but I'm not a fast learner, especially when it comes to computers, and it doesn't stick. So, like, the ability to fight my way through the computer screens was not something that was going to be easily done. Hell, the 65-year-old lady in there that actually, oddly enough, worked at Walmart for 16 years like I did, was doing better than me at it. It came down to like the service skills things. Yeah, bam, I had that like no friggin' issue. That was, I can smile and be dead inside like the best of them. But it didn't work on anything else. That's what kind of killed me at Harbor Freight too. Like I couldn't manage the managing end of it, like the vault and everything else. I couldn't do it. No math skills. So I lost out on that. Which that kind of sucked because that was a management position. I had been excited to be a manager for the first time in 16 years, but well, I had half the job right. Half the job's still good. And I just didn't have anything else. I'm reapplying a bunch of places again to try to see what I can do. The manager at Harbor Freight actually asked me to, he actually made a comment about reapplying in a couple of months to see what might happen. To see if there was like some kind of position or something open for like cashier or something like that. He liked my ability with the people, just couldn't keep me around because I couldn't do the job that I was supposed to do. But he did take my recommendation on, actually, he took my recommendation on quite a few things, which was quite interesting. I hadn't gotten, fired quit from the job. I think we would have gotten along pretty good. I got to clean that black spot up now. Dang it. Bloody. Don't know how I'm thinking about it. And this is how you patch. Apprenticeships in trade school. Yeah. It might be time to get in a truck. For me, it's a possibility. You can always head back in a truck or like that, or go to trading school, learn to be a welder or something. But like I said, I had that conversation with somebody already. I don't know anybody that's my friends that went to Votech that are having problems with finding a job. Trade industry is a good place to go if anybody's in here of any sort of younger age. Trade industry is a good place to be because it's dying, literally. The average tradesman is old, and they don't like to retire. And it's not like a job where you save money at. So those jobs you do for a long time, it's like plumbers or old people and stuff, because you don't really get like a 401k working on yourself for a plumber. My brother actually runs a window washing business. He's learning the ins and outs of that kind of stuff, which is fun. He did say flat out that he wouldn't hire me. First thing he said to me after I got fired is, "I can't hire you." I understood. First off, he doesn't have the insurance for it, though. And the other thing is, he doesn't want family members working for him because that's a rough thing. It's mostly the insurance issue. Having insurance for employees is hard. Insurance, not like insurance as in like health insurance. It's insurance against like your employee breaks something of somebody. He decides to wash the inside and the outside of somebody's Ferrari with a 20-foot ladder. Yeah, there'll be a big jump in trade job opportunities here in a couple of years, which is really a good idea. But once again, I'm on the back end of that. I'm on the wrong side of that, because by the time that jump comes up, I would have normally been looking for retirement age. We only have to make it another 20 years until I can get in a retirement age. Yeah, well, It's actually kind of what I'm living off of right now. I'm living off what's left of my 401k because I had to cash it in, which is, I know, a bad idea, but it's the only way I could make money to survive. It was $23,000, and now it's $10,000, and it's slipping every month, slowly running out. Although, small commissions and sales and stuff help. No, I'll be fine. I'll make it sound worse than it is, but I'm a survivor. That's what's funny. You can't kill a clown. You saw the movie Stitches. That guy kept coming back. Stitches the Clown. God, it's a great movie. I'm gonna put my face on an egg somewhere. Am I still on camera? Barely. Barely on camera, Clowny. Nobody can see what you're doing because it's tiny, tiny work. Tiny, tiny work. To cover up the red, you have to put a lot of freaking layers on here. It wouldn't have been so bad if it's black, but I didn't think. I just pasted the whole thing red and was like, oh, that's right. I wanted to leave the handle black so I didn't have to go back and repaint it. So there's like a bunch of layers of paint. Those are maybe kill the clown by shooting them in the nose. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. They ran out of money in the middle of the movie. Killed the shit out of those clowns. Yeah, they sure did. Killed the shit out of those clowns. Of course, those clowns are turning people into an unhealthy snack. I eat a lot of celery. Vegetarian clown. Not really, just kind of jokingly vegetarian. I always say I'm jokingly turning into a vegetarian as I eat less. Like I ate all that big bucket of popcorn at the movie theater, and I don't feel so good. I don't eat that much junk food. Not anymore. I don't feel so good. I can feel it in my stomach. It hurts. Speaking of vegetarian, boom, Tendo, right on cue. You vegan W. Well, it's the grease and the butter, and like it's also the salt too. Like I don't eat because of like my bout with failing heart 2 years ago when I was blasted into the hospital because my health was going downhill, and my ticker wasn't liking it too much. I decided they put me on a lot of low salt diet. Yeah, well, because you say that, Denny, and you all like if you have a big tub of popcorn, you're going to crap because it's all grease and fiber. It just scrapes the insides. And now that I said that, I actually think I can feel it moving towards the lower part of me. Maybe that's what it is. All the celery and stuff that I eat now for snacking like I did before, just moving its way into Poo Town. To Poo Town. Poo Town. Poo Town, Poo Town. I'm gonna have to stop filming here in a little bit. Another 10 minutes or so because it's getting to be 9 o'clock and roommate's gonna be turning in. I'm probably gonna go upstairs, grab a couple of apples. Honey Crisps. Tactical Nerd. Clowny! Hey, Gusta. Good. Hey, I guess that's what that means. Sounds like a normal time. Nope. I have too much courtesy to do anything like that. Like I can stay down here and continue painting, but I don't want to. The walls in this place are from 1940, so everything is really thin. This is just the only thing in the place that's thinner than the walls of the floor. And well, just say when my roommates have company over, Sometimes it's like headphones. I need to get a better pair of headphones, something with good sound dampening qualities, whether or not they're on. You. I have more respect for and courtesy for my friends here than the Dremel all night long. Yeah. Yeah, see, I ate McDonald's on the way. I wanted some ice cream, and I thought since I hadn't eaten anything too, I thought I'd get a 6-piece nugget, and I ain't feeling so hot. I think it's either the nugget and the ice cream. It's probably what's doing it, because that is not a healthy thing. No, yeah, definitely some combination of that. I already told him. I said I can. Said I can be louder than all of you, and he's like, nobody comes over. I'm like, he doesn't need other people over. It's just me. Creepy. And it started a conversation of other stuff, but that is not appropriate. So no. So wait, I'm gonna have to remember to meter myself on these or warn all of my put a warning up on my live streams that these can get a little awful. My live streams are horrible. Conversations get bad. Oh, bad enough. Tell them all class. I just put on my makeup and just stand in the corner. How's it going? Hey, how's it going? Yeah, you like it? Sit there smoking a cigarette, twisting of balloon animals. That's just creepy. I love it. I love it. Ah, God. Sorry, I keep leaving the film on here. You guys keep leaving the frame. I can't. Oh, yeah, no. I don't think I get a lot. I should check to see if I get a lot of replays on the live streams. Should be interesting. I don't think I do. I watch a lot of people's live streams when they put them back up, but then I'm not really watching them. Noise. Live streams in general make good background noise. You don't really need to pay attention. I mean, if I put Wacom on as background on more than one occasion, I'll just throw it on with the TV play or something like that and mindlessly stare at both of them at the same time. It happens. But it's fun. Fun to mindlessly stare at things. Yeah, if I get out tomorrow, I think I'm going to have to pick up a second box fan. Might take the cord on the one I have. That's just creepy. Oh, if you guys can hear that, my stomach's making noises. Uh-oh. All that grease. All that popcorn. Uh-oh. Not happy. Not a happy stomach. I'm going to go upstairs and eat some fruit. Oh, so much delicate painting. So much time could have been had if I didn't paint this red ahead of time. I left it black like an intelligent person would have. No, I'm clowny. I'm an idiot. I'm not sure how good the microphone is. May have just heard part of it. If you did, I apologize. I apologize. All the little pygmies underneath me and the mice that live down here. They're uncomfortable. I think I'm gonna put paint on my hand, go around this, and do the other side. But I think going around this 2 hours here, clear coat this up, and I think that will be it for the night. So I think as soon as I'm good with this little washy thing, or garnet, or whatever the hell you call it, fob, embezzlement, plastic, that I will call the stream for the night. And maybe tomorrow I think I'll work on getting the rest of my actual videos up and running, because I haven't posted a video in probably about 2 weeks other than the last stream I did. My viewership has actually been going up. I want to get to 2,000, actually 2,000 people before the end of this year. I thought about doing a giveaway to bait people into it, but I don't want to bait people into doing anything. Most of those people don't stick around then. I kind of like the idea of earning my way into the 2,000 bracket. I don't do a lot of posting of my videos and stuff around. Or go look at this thing, look at this thing, because I don't do reviews. Maybe I should do some more reviews. Find some more obscure things. Find some more cheap things. That's what I gotta do. I gotta find more cheap blasters. Gotta go find some more cheap ass blasters. Do a couple more of those. I had one before, but it was so awful that I ended up deleting it. It was really bad. Cool Spider-Man disc, whole thing on disc shooters, rubber foamy disc shooters, but the episode was so awful. I couldn't put it up. It was just bad. It was terrible bad. Terrible bad. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna call that, I guess as Bill Duran would say, pretty okay. Yeah, it looks like enough silver on there. Yeah, I gotta smooth that out. There we go. Okay, well, I'll be back. Maybe I'll call it quits for tonight anyways. Just finish more of this tomorrow. I'm not gonna get none whole tonight anyhow. Give this mess a chance to cure. Well, thank you for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Much appreciated. How much food for? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, guys. So much appreciated. I'm gonna try to continue to do these once every Wednesday. So at the very least, if I don't get a video out, which is most likely in the next couple of weeks here, because I'm trying to clear a whole bunch of stuff off and then finish my big project, which is causing all kinds of issues. That at least I'll have something to remind you that I'm out there. Just so almost, yeah, no kid. Get that dual strike back on the string. Yeah. Hopefully next week that will be. I gotta find my glue, my hot glue gun, and the screws. Please remember to, I guess the thing is what the entail is like and subscribe, check out my videos, visit my Patreon, because my Patreon doesn't benefit me, it goes to benefit the community. It helps me pay with things like the shipping to giveaway blasters and things, which is going to be a sneak preview for all you guys tonight. Something like this. This is a blaster that is going to go for a giveaway. As soon as I get this, as soon as I get the parts for it, this is a blaster for a giveaway. Charity thing on there, and I have to get the extended battery tray and a release, but this is going to be for that. That's going to be for what is it? I almost put that right in the face of the camera. Something for this summer here, so shipping and things like that and parts for that. That's what my Patreon's for. I don't keep the money; it goes into helping me fund things like that. So if you want to, get in there's the patches and stuff like that too. Patches are available through Containment Crew or me. I can ship them off to you guys. But I'm just rambling because I haven't figured out how to put all that together because this business requires intelligence. So I'm gonna burp. I'm gonna get a drink. Go upstairs. Then after I finish more of this, and probably poop. So till next time, guys. Good night, y'all. Uncle Klein watching. And peace. Love and nerf. Ooh.